Welcome back to another episode of Why is My Butt So Sexy? The mystery deepens. Actually, I was just watching The Thing, John Carpenter's The Thing, 1982 version. Playing this game really made me crave that film. And no, it's not because I'm some kind of autistic purist who will only watch films with practical effects. Although the practical effects in that film are fucking sweet. There were also parts in the film where the practical effects fell short. Like when you finally see the final form of the Thing, and it's got like that T-Rex head, and then the fetal wolf thing bursts out of it. The T-Rex head jaws opening looks really shitty. I'm gonna get angry comments because of that. I just know it. But it's true. I don't think practical effects or CGI, either one, is inherently better than the other. I think they're both tools, and you got to know, as a skilled director, you have to know when to use one and when to use the other. As for what ratio, I would say mostly practical effects, especially wherever you're going to have humans close to something. Shit! Oh, my nutsack. Oh. And then wherever there's something ugly and stupid looking, like a shortcoming of the practical effects, you fix that. You paper over that with the CGI. That's my thinking anyway. Oh. I clench my asshole. My assholeo. Man, wait till we get to the fucking harbor. That is a standout section of this game. It's the most irritating game if you don't like stealth. Irritating part of the game. But visually and thematically, it's really well done. Anyway. Man, that film, though. It was original... Well, it was originally an allegory about communism. The original 1951, The Thing from Another World. It was about the paranoia of not knowing if people around you are communists, even people you've known for many years, which was terribly creepy to people in the 50s. Because to them, like, it was incomprehensible that anyone would be a communist. I mean, I'm not a communist. I understand practical reasons why communism does not work and it's not a desirable system. I'm going to get angry comments for that too. But there are comprehensible reasons why somebody would think that. But the thing is, if you never educate people on anything but your own standpoint, then they'll never learn that there are sane reasons to believe differently from what you want them to. And when they meet people who believe this unthinkable thing, which you've told them is just pure insanity, they won't understand what would possess anybody to believe that. It'll just seem like a kind of contagious madness when they see somebody that they've known for many years who suddenly changes their mind and says, this thing that's been demonized is in fact a good idea. More generally speaking, even when the idea is true, if you have some emotional reason for finding it totally unthinkable and you can just completely reject it and you won't ever allow that it is even possibly true, then that's how it will look to you. Anything that actually is correct but you don't accept as correct and could never bring yourself to, when you see other people starting to understand that it's true and change their mind, you're not going to think maybe they're changing their minds because it's true, since you've ruled that out. So you have to come up with some other explanation as to why these people that you have known to be reasonable and intelligent are suddenly starting to change their mind and believe this thing that you find impossible and reprehensible. So you're going to think it's some kind of sickness, it's some kind of spiritual sickness, some kind of satanic deception, which is what we were taught when I went to a fundamentalist Christian private school. We were taught that nobody leaves Christianity for good reasons. They leave because they want to sin or because they have fallen for various spiritual deceptions like evolutionism, which is what they call evolution. They put an ism on the end in order to imply that it's like an ideology. But not just that, like things 99% of us can agree are false, like the flat earth. If you go and talk to those people, if they don't understand why a flat earth is false and they're totally convinced of it and it fits into their religious worldview perfectly to where they can't bear anything else, they're going to assume the only reason anybody rejects it is because they're sick or being deceived or something like that. So when I was watching the thing, I was thinking, you know, maybe the thing is right, and maybe that's just how monstrous an unthinkable truth appears to us, and that's what the analogy is for. Oh, hello, you motherfucker. Oh, cool. This is going to be a one-shot. Oh, that's right in my face. We're splattering all over my face. That's so fucking sexy. You big beast of a man throwing me around like that, you brute. There's this other thing. I don't know if you play the Halo games, but in the extended lore, the Gravemind has this ability that they call the Logic Plague, which is what they call it when the Gravemind can talk people into supporting it, convince them that it's not the bad guy, that it's actually the good guy. And I'm like, wait a minute. How do we know that it is the bad guy? How do we know that this is actually some kind of psychic contagion and not just the Gravemind reasoning people into seeing its side of things and agreeing that it's correct? But if you were fighting an enemy that you could never imagine agreeing with and you viewed as fundamentally inhuman and monstrous, if it started to reason other people into siding with it, you wouldn't think maybe I'm wrong, maybe it has a point, because you're totally committed to fighting it and committed to it being wrong. You'd think, oh well, it must have some ability to corrupt the minds of people to not realize that it's. And here's where he literally becomes a monster. The sexism was not enough. Oh, I forget how to kill this guy. I think I throw rocks at him. I wanted to say it. Or I drop ice on him. I forget how to kill this motherfucker. That's not good. You're in for a long let's play. And I'm dead. How is that my chance to shoot it? Oh, I have to do it when it jumps at me. Don't I? Yep. I'm a dumbass motherfucker and may as well commit suicide because I don't have enough shells to beat him now. Maybe I don't need that many? That was a really convenient icicle placement. More shells. Where the fuck? Oh, yeah. Okay. Don't you... Spoopamans, don't come out of there. I said don't! Ugh. Why don't Spoopamans respect me? Oh, he's Rigby. Stop talking! Where are you? Where are you? Come at me, bro. You think you can take all this? Do I have to trigger it by going for... Yeah, I do. This is really irritating. Wow. Oh, he's doing something. I don't want to hurt you, little bros. You're kind of cute. This is creepy, though. I'll give it that. Round and round and round he goes. Ah, shit! Well, that's the end of that. There are so many of the little guys that it makes it really difficult. You little fuckers, get the fuck out. Oh, I only have 1 health left. How am I gonna do this with only 1 health left? I have to really take this boss with 1 health? It's gonna be 1 more. It's gonna be 2 or 3 this time. 1. Nope. It's random. God damn it. Yes! Still only have 1 fucking health. Oh, this is harrowing. Yeah, just tell him to stop running. That will work. Spoopamans don't fucking respect you either. They do what they want. It's their hot body. They do what they want. He's not dead. No way is he dead. You know what? I don't really care. I'm okay with it. If he was like that all along, then I mean, I know I ragged on the game for making him this overblown sexist caricature, but he was not a likable guy. Look at his beard. He had kind of a faggy beard. That's not a manly, credible beard, and for that he deserved to die. I don't mean necessarily in a bad way. I'm using faggy to mean like bikers. I'm not down with most Tumblr shit, but I'm down with gays. I understand gays. I've been over this. That makes sense to me, and you know, I'll hang with gays. It's just when they put on a dress and a wig and play adult Halloween time make believe, it gets a little bit weird and uncomfortable. And then they demonize you for feeling uncomfortable and tell you that, in fact, they know how you should feel about it and that you need to start feeling that way instead. And that if you don't, you have to be homeless because they're going to find some way to take your job. At that point, I think it's normal to feel a little bit of hostility because you can't really force people under threat to agree with the way that you view gender in the world without them having some resentment. Even if it works, they're, you have to win people over by making them like you. Nope. Fuck off. You have to win people over. You can't force everybody in the world by fear to pretend what you want them to. By getting the government on your side little by little until it's impossible to hold down a job unless you affirm their version of the truth. That's fucking sinister as shit and makes you the bad guy. The funny thing is, it's not just them. Anybody who has the government on their side unhesitantly uses it as a club, like a cudgel, to beat down people that they disagree with, and they don't see anything wrong with that because they think, oh well, it's fine for me to do it because I'm actually right. But then when someone else starts to turn the government against them, that's sinister and wrong. Nobody really seems to believe in a world where everybody is allowed to have their own opinions and voice those opinions without consequences. And yes, getting somebody fired is fucking consequences. It's true that they're allowed to employ whoever they want, but there's only a stigma against employing people with those opinions because of, what these people have done in terms of influencing culture and getting the government to enforce their opinions on people. And then, of course, they say, well, look at all these losers and bumpkins who comprise the opposition. Yeah, they're bumpkins because you took their jobs away. They're poor because of you. You got them fired. And they can't really imagine an alternative situation where the government is hostile to them, even though that was the case until fairly recently. They thought, oh, that was wrong. But now that it's on my side, it's perfectly okay. Why did that fall kill me? Are you fucking kidding me? Al Gore? You had something to do with this. I'm not one of those retards who denies climate change either. I'm in a weird spot. I hold a mixture of views that makes me an enemy to people all over the political spectrum. That's an uncomfortable place to be in. How am I supposed to... Well, goodbye. Goodbye. It was okay. Life was okay. D plus. It's amazing how their rhetoric changes. Any movement, whether it's the so-called alt-right or social justice or whatever, how their rhetoric changes from poor us, we're the underdog, to ha ha ha, we're in charge now and you're all going to suffer, as they slowly get the government on their side. And they don't see that change and say, wait a minute, that's really fucking sinister. It's like our mask is slipping. Maybe we're the bad guys. It seems like live and let live is something people only pretend to believe in until they have the upper hand. I don't know if there's anybody left who really wants to live that way. Libertarians, I guess, but I have my own set of issues with them. A lot of them just want to recreate a level playing field in order to remove the current powers that be from their seats of power so that they can replace them. So that, there's room for somebody else to just develop into an identical corporate or government tyrant. Mostly what they object to is that they're not allowed to do that. They don't want anything getting in the way of them doing exactly what they say shouldn't happen. Badass. Badass. And this is the more powerful gun, too. Yeah, that can't shoot them all. That sounds like a fucking challenge. There's a corpse stuck on my fucking feet. Yes! Well, that was a little bit. Oh, man, look at his sexy butt. Did you see that? That fucking regenerator, or whatever they call it, has a mountainous ass. Why would he be joking at a time like this? He just narrowly escaped nutsack monsters and the dude with the fucking gym ass. It's like I'm wearing nothing at all. Nothing at only he actually is naked. So he is wearing nothing at all. That might not be so bad. I would let myself get converted if I got such a fucking... Like, the alternative is doing 3 years worth of squats. So if I let Cthulhu convert me into some kind of monster man, if it means that I get a legendary ass, I could be talked into that. I'm also going to watch the 2011 thing, and I like it. Honestly, I'm not a hard sell on more The Thing, though, and the 2011 version gave us the only thing that a sequel actually needed to exist for, and that's a peek at what's inside the spaceship. The sequel actually went inside the giant spaceship and let us see what their technology's like, and because like there were a lot of unanswered questions because of the fact that they did not go into the spaceship. Like, is that actually the Thing's spaceship? Is the Thing from a spacefaring species, or did it just take over the body of a different kind of alien who that ship actually belonged to? And the answer to that might seem obvious. You might say, well, of course it just took over the body of an alien. But remember, in the original, it was building its own spaceship. It was building its own little mini saucer shit in the fucking dugout basement of that shack. I guess you could say that it retained all of the technical knowledge from the alien that it assimilated, and it like knows everything that its hosts know. Why can't I do that? Why can't I grab on there? If I have to get up higher. There are indications of that, actually. This is the only place in the game I can't grab onto the fucking ice shelf. What the fuck is that? Mail me an apology trophy, developer. I want macaroni, I want glitter, the works. But yeah, clearly it retains enough of the knowledge of the host to effectively imitate them. Which raises the question, do they even know that they're the Thing? Maybe they still think that they're who they were originally. like right up until it comes out of their body. Like the fucking Battlestar Galactica Cylons. That would be almost more terrifying because it could be you, and you wouldn't know until it decides to reveal itself. It had to know that it was a thing, though, because it made a lot of strategic choices during the film to hide itself. And it. Shit! Well, that's something I couldn't have avoided. I'm a little bit pooper peeved. Mildly. That's the one. That bastard. Then there's other times, like when that one guy says, "No, I don't want to be the leader. I don't think I can handle it." Is that something the thing would have said if it knew it was the thing? Wouldn't it have tried to take control? Or maybe it wouldn't take control because it wants to hang back and hide. And there's all these fan theories about how you can tell who's a thing and who isn't. Like, they say that the ones who are infected don't have eye glint. Like, that it's filmed in such a way that their eyes don't have any reflection. But then there are scenes where creatures confirmed to be the thing, like people confirmed to have been infected, do have eye glint, which kind of puts the lie to that. It's complex, man. Also, you learn a lot from the commentary. Like, McReady has a flamethrower at the end, and he laughs when Childs drinks the booze because that means Childs is one of the things. Because remember, when Childs was not when no, Childs was around for the speech when wasn't he? When they say that let's not share any drinks and let's not drink any of the water and let's only eat canned food. So if he had been human, he wouldn't have been sharing a drink with anybody. That might be overthinking it. A lot of this stuff is arguably overthinking it. Anyway, this whole Antarctic aesthetic. Where y'all going? You get your fat ass back here. A lot of fan theories are like that. They have the tantalizing appearance of reality, and then it's tough to know what's true. You really have to get it from the horse's mouth. But yeah, Antarctica, man, is super fucking interesting and such a great setting for horror. I'm surprised it's not used more often. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, penis monster. All out of rocks. Well, there's only one thing. And there's a hole there that I couldn't see because my flashlight was pointed in the wrong direction. Like, have you ever looked into how many scientific bases there already are in Antarctica? It's surprisingly highly populated. Even McMurdo has like 1,000 people during the summer. McMurdo is basically a small town. It has like a church and it has a bar and it has all these amenities that you expect a town to have just to keep people happy. Well, what really is fascinating. No, fuck off. Would you leave me alone? Is the bases that are out on the ice. They're these really space age structures because they kind of have to be. They have to be modular so they can be towed from the coast out to the spot on the ice where they're going to sit. And they have to be up on stilts because they have to be able to lift the legs and then pack snow under them to keep it from being snowed over. Two in one shot. Who is the fucking champion? No, oh, inopportune reloading. Also, that's a lot of fucking aliens. That was a mistake on my part to try to take them all on. I can't reload fast enough for that. Go the fuck over there. Killed one of them. No more rocks. No more rocks. No more rocks. I have to. Two. Oh, fuck! If I had gotten two in one shot, that would have been perfect. I can still do it, though. I'm not giving up. Winners don't quit doing drugs, I think is how that saying originally went. Okay, good. They are still none the wiser. And I can scout for ammunition, of which there is none. Thank you for fucking me in the ass, game. I can't get this fucking ballsack out of my way. This is going to make things a little bit difficult. Rocks, good. Where's the explosive barrel? Here it is. Oh, that didn't do any good. I'm immeasurably worse off than I was a moment ago. Really, I may as well commit suicide now. I find myself saying that a lot lately. In fact, you know what? YOLO! Yes! Oh, and the fucking spike thing gets me. Don't come here, Spoopamans. This will take care of one of them. Do I still have any left? I do. I can't let him see me, though. Look at how fucking swole he is. You think he eats protein? I think he does. 2 rocks. Go over there. Oh, and hit him in the ass instead of... You motherfucker. Nope. Oh, come on. And I fell off the edge. Brilliant. Marvelous. This is really getting my heart beating. It's getting my dick beating somehow. Now I have to find a way to hit it without him being in the way. And I didn't do it. And they killed me again. Wonderful. This is so much fun. I'm so glad that I play video games. The problem is that if I throw the rock next to that thing, he gets in the way of it. And I've just thrown it off the edge. I've just wasted it. And it hit him again. God fucking damn it. You know what? If I don't fucking get this perfectly, I may as well just die every time. I'm the one who played on hard. I have nobody to blame but myself. And this is lovely. I can see the individual little depths of all these little particles floating around me, and it's gorgeous. I want to be angry, but it's too beautiful. There we go. There we go. Go the fuck away. Go the fuck away. Go the fuck away. Nobody here. Why are you walking in circles? Is that your job? And I have no more rocks. Well, shit. Okay, off I go. This is not fun. This is really punishing. I should not have chosen such a hard difficulty level. There we go. That'll get him over there. That'll kill him. Now I need everybody in the room to go over next to that spiky thing. I only have 2 more left. I can't fuck this up because I can only kill 2 of these guys before I get fucked myself. Don't go in front of it. There you go. Did that kill it? It didn't even fucking kill it. Ah! Ah! Rocks. Oh, good. There's more rocks over here. Just in time. That solves everything. Of course, I can't get past this guy. I have to shoot one of these. Here we go. That solves it. The gun solves everything. The gun is good. The penis is evil. Oh, well. I'm out of shells. Goodbye. Oh, this again. Good, my favorite. Fuck everything. Let me just hide. And off I go. I swear I could do this. I swear I can do it. I did it once before. It's just extremely ball-bustingly hard. And that didn't kill him. Fuck my dumb ass. God damn it. How did that not kill you? How did that not kill the guy behind him? That is such incredible bullshit. I'm a little bit mad. Quit getting mad at video games. But I quit getting mad at video games. But he just quit getting mad at video games. I need you close enough that this kills you. That killed him. Good. I stand a chance now. Go away. God, look at how hairy he is. Go away. Nobody over here. It would be so useful to have an opening in my chest like that. I could store Game Boy games in there. I could store a sandwich in there. SAMBWICH. Sandwich. Go over there and then get killed. Good boy. Good boy. Do I have more rocks? Over here. What if I... No? Where'd he go? I don't like when I can't see him. I don't like when I... There he is. I need him to get close to that so he'll hear me. Move, you ugly piece of shit. Fucking move! I can't even... His corpse is in the way. I can't see it. Well, that was a waste. Time for plan B. 3 shells left. Will that be enough to deal with these motherfuckers? Probably not. Can I run past these guys? And I can't. I have to use a shell on them, otherwise I get killed immediately. Not over there, over there. There you go. There, he's killed. Go away. Don't come over here. Don't chill over there and look at the wall for an hour. Man, the wall must really be beautiful. It must be the most exquisite artwork that they have ever seen. Well, no more rocks. Go away. Go away. Go away. Obey my command, Spoopaman. Oh, he's right there. He is right there. He is right there. And I wasted that one too. What about this? You like this? Yeah, you like that. You like that. What about that? Okay. Now I really have to fucking destroy these because if I don't, they get me when I try to go across. Are there any more rocks over here? Are there any more rocks I missed? There are not. I have collected all... Wait a minute. What about over here? Nope. I have everything there is to work with. I have just got to make it work somehow. And this guy's in the way. Get the fuck off there. This is Sparta! And down they go. It's just that easy. There are no explosive barrels. What can I do except this? Did they not hear that? Could I persuade them to in fact leave me alone? Don't come over here. I'm pushing your buddy's corpse around, but don't come over here. And how am I going to get past there without another shell? Well, and I did not consent to any of that. My goodness. Oh, I can't run into him. That's the issue. I can't use my gun here either. No rocks. Yeah, no shit you do. How do I get past these guys, though? I can't use my gun. And I can't run. Huh. That's the secret. You can't run past those things because otherwise they extend their spikes immediately. It's the same with Croatians. I'm just kidding. I know nothing about Croatia. That's not true. They made Serious Sam. There's another cool magical mystery tour. What of you? At times like this, I'm actually glad I played this. And it's tough at some points. But really, if it wasn't tough, it wouldn't be a game. Oh no, spooky chandeliers! Spooky chandeliers! No, get the fuck away from me. You'll never touch my butthole. That's only for me to touch. Under the covers at nighttime. I mean, not at all. Shit. Well, who knows if that ship was ever even real, honestly. Oh, sweet. Wait a minute, they shot it through the fucking brain. How is it not dead? And it is dead, and I guess so am I? I don't... No, there's more. That's the thing about this game. I really felt like I got my money out of it. My money's worth. Because right when you think the game's ending, which is right now, there's actually like half of it still left. Send him to the poop deck. This fucking limo driver is coming to help us. Nice peacoat, brah. I would hate to cut it short here, but I kind of have to. This is the whole nother section of the game, and I've been hyping this up. I told you about the harbor, man. I told you, bro. I told you about the harbor. Keeps happening. This is some fascinating blackness, I have to tell you. It's a death simulator. This is what it's going to be like when you're dead. So whereas the first... I want to say the first part of the game, because there's more Antarctica after this. The Antarctic portions are based off of At the Mountains of Madness. This part of the game is sort of a nod to Shadow over Innsmouth? Innsmouth? Where you are sneaking around a port town that is overrun by eldritch abominations. You'll find out about that in the next episode, however. Yes, I really am a bastard who's going to cut it off here. Nevertheless, please click like and subscribe so I can buy some newer games than this, and I will continue to entertain you like the little monkey that I am.